And provide regular reporting. We will track the outcomes of our foreign trips and engagements with development partners and ensure that Liberia benefits from these trips. As I said, security anti-drugs, we have talked about that. Fight against drugs been intensified. We want to warn those people who are doing these jobs that they are not, like I tell the police, that the badges they wear are not hunting license. I see the drug and drug people, they're running wild with things as if to say there's a license for them to break the law. That's not what we said. The results must show in what you do.
Distinguished senators, the bill to establish legislator salary for 5,000 has been forwarded to the committee, and as you may be aware, our current salary in the projected budget stands at 8,000 per senator. It's not any secret in this country. So this bill will come along with the current budget. The report will come along with the current budget proposing the 5,000 benchmark. So we'll be ready to make this report either before the passage of the budget so that the necessary adjustment can be made in the projection that is made currently. So by next week, the full report will be made for committee members to sign, because we have to act on this bill before the passage of the budget so that we can make the necessary adjustment. No, that's how it's supposed to be. Because the current projection is at $8,000. Is a committee something? Thank you. We should do briefing on this. I will do the briefing. Okay. Yeah. So by next week the report will be made. Next week the report will be made. Is it important? No, but you're not. Abajala, you are not close with the authority to brief us. But yeah, those who have if you put in the chat room the bill, okay. Right. The provenance of the bill you put in the chat room, right? Yeah. Everybody should have a copy. Okay, thank you. We need some copy, eh? Okay, please put it in the chat room. And Mr. President, yeah. Mr. President, for all of you on the same side with the committee, please let the presiding authorize the Secretary of the Senate to transmit that bill again to the committee and copies to all senators. We'll do that. So next week, there can be no. I'm a Secretary of the Senate. You will provide.
A pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to the Thursday edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. We'd like to say morning and welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, and today is the 4th day in the month of December. December is the last month of the year, and we all know we are already at the end portion of the year, about to climax the year. We have few days, few weeks to actually say bye-bye to 2025 and transition to 2026. For those of you who haven't worked on your resolution, you have to start to write new ones because we are already at the end portion of the year. So we call it the stoppage time. It is the stoppage time, and there are lots of things happening, and we have to get on path with those things. So I'd like to say good morning, folks, wherever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion is. It's a pleasant good morning from oldest Congo town outside the nation's capital, Monrovia, Liberia. And we are indeed here and grateful to God for our existence as a people, very strong, energetic, and we have the strength to move on, keep pressing. Even though life has its own, the ups and downs, the smarts and frowns, and all of those things, but we are still moving on. Perseverance is very important. We persevere, we keep moving, we keep fighting those things that come along our day. So we say welcome. It is 8 minutes past itself, and this is the Thursday edition of the show. Let me just acquaint you with how the show will be like this morning. We will crisscross the county to speak of our correspondents to know exactly what is going on in parts of Liberia, give you a sense of understanding what is going on in parts of Liberia, and then we'll have to rumble through the papers, bring it up to speed with what is making news in the print media. And then at 9 o'clock, we will have with us the guys from the Ministry of Agriculture. They're going to sit here with us. The final lap of this program, we're going to talk about the upcoming National Agriculture Fair. And we're going to talk much more about that with some other issues relevant to our discussion. So we say welcome to the show, folks. Wherever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion is, we say welcome. We'd like to acknowledge some of our followers. Larry Connor is following. Jeff Vai is following. John Towoli is following. Samuel Kofi Woods Jr. is following. Samuel Yancey is following. And Ryan Change Kamara is following. Deconti Mayon is following. We have lots of folks following. We'd like to say thank you for always following us whenever we are here. You are the reason that we are here. Folks, it is good to be good to people because the good man does certainly live after him, and the evil man does as well live after him. Generosity pays. So you have to be good to the people that you will meet along the way. We are in December, and it is December to remember. And our God's word says, do not wait for the weekend to be happy. Find joy in every day, including Thursday. Today is Thursday, so you have to find joy in Thursday because do not wait for the weekend to be happy because happiness can be found during the course of the week, not just during the weekend. Even though your bosses are stressing you out, but you have to be strong and courageous enough. In the old African proverb, I said, do not look at where you fall, look at where you stumble toe, because where you stumble toe is where the mistake happened, and where you fall is just the end of the action. The end of the action can in no way determine the root cause of the action, so you have to go back, look at where you went wrong, so that you don't have a real occurrence of what has happened. For those of you who have birthday on today, we say happy birthday out to you. And if you celebrated day or days ago, belated birthday greetings going out to you. And if you're looking forward to your birthday or pre-birthday greetings going out to you, we'd like to say celebrating a very grand star. Keep the spirit moving on. So welcome, folks. Wherever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion is, we say welcome to the Thursday edition of the program. For those of you who are lovers of the game, the system is running, and today is the big money day. As you may be aware, every Thursday and Friday is the big. Those 2 days are the big money day, and we give out big cash to our folks. And for those of you who wanting to play, you have to be in Liberia and have a mobile money account because we transmit outside of Liberia. There are folks who are following us outside of Liberia. Some of you are in Europe, some of you are in America, some of you are in parts of Africa, some of you are in Asia and other places. But this game is just for those who are in Liberia and have a mobile money account. And you can go on and play *79 and *3 hash, *79 and *3 hash, and you do the pay. The paying fee is just $200 Liberian dollars. $200 Liberian dollars qualifies you to play and make some cash for yourself. And we are giving out to 50,000 Liberian dollars. Just imagine, it's a big money. Isn't that amazing? That is certainly amazing. We're giving out to 50,000 Liberian dollars. We have 25,000 on stock for you. We have 15,000. We have 10,000, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So, folks, we'd like to say welcome to the show. 12 minutes past 8 o'clock. At this point in time, we have to have a conversation with our correspondents. As we move on, good morning to the Supreme Ladies, the Lorena Honoree. But anyway, that's it. Anyway, that's it. We are here. Lorena Honoree is going to join me very shortly as we together have ourselves a great time giving you the information, interacting with you on the program. Let's go to Grand Bassa County and speak with our Grand Bassa County correspondent, King Brown, who is pretty situated to bring her up to speed with some of those information emanating from Grand Bassa County. We go to Grand Bassa, we go to Nema County, speak with Christopher Fine. We go to Lofa County, speak with Jeremiah Dubber, and then we will certainly go to other places and speak with our correspondent. So we have right here on the line with us King Brown from Grand Bassa County. Good morning, King. How are you doing? And how is Grand Bassa County this morning?
Well, thank you, Emmanuel. Grand Bassa County is cool. The county, since we woke up from bed this morning, we have not heard any disturbing news across the county. And so, yes, this morning people are going about. There are normal businesses, and the city is booming.
The city is booming. How's the Christmas fever? We are into December now. We are into December, and today is the 4th of December. How's the Christmas fever?
Yeah, so normally when the Christmas is around, we get to know by business people planting or installing their structures along the roadside. And once you see that happening, it tells you that the season is around the corner. It tells you that people are gearing up to go to Tekpe Street, one of the hottest area here, to buy what they want to buy there for their kids. So from the Thomas Street Belt, going all the way around the Bassa High School, that whole belt, the business people now are putting down their kitchen, the smaller kitchens, where they will start selling for the Christmas. And when you come to Morovia Junction, one of the most populated places here, you also see people also are there furnish the spot right now or a space where they can also have a structure to sell for the Christmas. So yes, but observing maybe 1 or 2 weeks in December to see how the atmosphere is going to be like.
And that is certainly a very good thing. Since there is no noise, things are going on perfectly. That is good. Yeah, so King, let's just go straight into it. The latest unfolding there from
the latest unfolding here. We reported on the issue about this suspected crude oil that was discovered in Electoral District 1, Grand Bassa County here. So, and one of the reports that we made on Spoon, we talk about how since the discovery, we have not seen or hear from NOCAL or any government institution club with that authority to make a statement on what the people of Bassa are saying about this suspected oil. So yesterday we saw a team from NOCAL and the NOCAL, that's the National Oil Company of Liberia. We also saw somebody from some group of people from EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the local county administration here in Grand Bassa. And the county administrative officer, Mr. James Dwayne, represented the county leadership as well. And then they went to the district, and they went to where where the suspected crude oil was reported. And they went there yesterday and they did all of their samplings, collections, and they said that they are taking it back to their lab to do the examination. However, they said they could not confirm whether it is a crude oil or it is not. But through their cross-examination, of the samplings that they carry along with them to the lab, then it's going to be determined whether it is an oil or it is not an oil, or the origin of how that whole suspected crude oil or that dark oil came to that place. Then they would let the public know about that, and so it was just what happened. So these are some of the impact of the radio, especially when you have a bigger platform like Spoon. People listen to them and then they take some actions. So they also engaged some of the residents yesterday who live around that area, especially Mr. Joshua Davis, who discovered that identical substance. He was able to give some historical analysis about that place, right? Mind you, it was also noted that sometimes back, people also went to that same place to do samplings of oil and all of that. And according to in one of the local reports, they said this should be the third town that people are going there to collect samples, and all of that to what oil is there or not. So we're waiting. We hope that local can do their tests and come up with the results. If it is oil, crude oil, then the government can make some intervention. If it is not, then we could put some preventive measures in place to ensure that people are not affected by whatsoever it may be. So this is where we are.
So looking at the historical backdrop of that particular facility in terms of initial investigation or findings about what is actually under the ground, did the authority give a little flashback about some of those reports as to whether it doing the initial funding, whether it was a crude oil or something else?
So what it did was those who, especially some of those who have lived in that area for years, they were able to give some history about that place. But one of the problems that they said they had was those who went there and collected those samples and took it to where they wanted to the lab and whatsoever, they did not come back to give them the results of what they conducted. So they could not determine whether it was confirmed that crude oil is in an identical area or it is not there. All right, but they explained that samples have been collected 2 different times, by different groupings. Yeah, but it did not come back with the results. So yesterday, the team from EPA and that of NOCAL, they went there and they were able to create the little water there where the oil was discovered on top. They were able to create to cool down a little bit, and they took some of the dirt and all of that, and they took some of the suspected oil from over the water, put it in bottle, and they put it in their fridge, and they said we're carrying it to do the testing of it, and then to come out with the results. So we just hope that the result will come out sooner or later, because
they didn't give a time frame when they will be back.
No, they didn't give a time frame when they will be back. Even the guy from the EPA, when we listened to him, he was talking about how they just came to do a sampling collection. They have to get back to Monrovia and all of that to see what they can do about that. So so that what happened, but they did not give a specific time frame that they would come up with all of the results, especially where now more people's attention is to that place. It's about time to fast track everything and come up with a result. If it's not a crude oil, you tell everybody that this is not a crude oil, and then the government will put some preventive measures in place.
King, are you there? Oh, I lost on King Brown. Let's go back as he concludes on his report. Well, folks, this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. My name is Emmanuel Balen David. We're having a conversation with our correspondents from across Liberia to give you a sense of understanding what is making news in other places. So we were in conversation with King Brown, and then we have a disconnect. I think King is not available now. So we'll go to Nimba County to speak of our Nimba County correspondent. Since we cannot get King, let me give him a try. If we cannot get him, we will have to go to Nimba County to speak with our Nimba County correspondent. So, folks, this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We are not getting King Brown, so we have to go to Nimba County to speak of our Nimba County correspondent, Christopher Fine, on the line for Nimba County. Folks, whatever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion is, we say welcome to the program. Wow. Okay, let's go this way and have a conversation with Christopher Fine if we have it on. That's it. So we are making effort to connect with Christopher Fine. All right, we have Christopher Fine on the line from Nema County. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning, Eman. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm fine. How's Nema County? Your part, where you speak from?
Nema is okay. And from my end in Nema, we are just doing pretty good, Eman. You know, the festive season is near, and we are yamming towards the celebration of the 25th.
So
Jesus' birthday. I want Jesus to celebrate my birthday one of the
well, man, you are busy. In terms of the maybe I forget about the question. In terms of the fever, the Christmas fever, I said.
Yeah, the Christmas fever is okay, and the superintendent of Nema, Madam Koumi Apegono, is doing all she can for all of the cities and the citizens of Nema to feel the fever of this year Christmas. Emmanuel, it was interesting to know that a first of a kind, since I've been knowing myself in Nema, for the Christmas tree to be planted across the entire 6 cities in Nema.
The entire 6 cities in Nema County, you have Christmas tree erected with the lights on it, beautifying those cities.
Yes. So as a stand, Secretary is currently on. Town is currently on. We also have Tapeta, where they will be lighting Tapeta today.
Through whose initiative?
This initiative is from the superintendent county administration.
Wow.
So according to her, what I do here, because she have not officially, speak about this initiative, but what I do, from the inside so is that she also want to have a children party across the entire 6 cities for children to feel themselves in terms of protecting them, because Emmanuel, I've been in this country, and what I do know about Nimba, whenever those Christmas is coming, you will see the street will get crowded, and more besides Emmanuel, the motorcyclists normally, take those children, so that's 7-8 on motorbike. Sometimes children get lost, and sometimes children get raped on Christmas Day. So to keep the children safe, according to the ISA, so she want to have a party for the children in all of those government compound where the children will be kept there safe, guarded by security.
Wow. I think Superintendent Gono is doing tremendously well, and we have to give her a thumbs up. And I think that is a very good initiative, man. I wish I'll have to adjust myself and come over in Nema County. At least I can spend a Christmas there.
Brother, when you come in, we not get a hotel fee for you to bring your coffee.
You lost me, man. Wow. You big man, you lost me. All right, so let's go straight to the latest unfolding there from your part of Nema County.
So, Emmanuel, in Lower Nema, the Channel Railroad Construction Company that is constructing a road from Secretary to Tapeta, there was a huge protest against this company on bad labor practice. So day before yesterday, the workers of CRSG took the street. But what they did was, Emmanuel, they did not block the national road, but they went to their working site and they fell a very big law on the road where the truck can pass to go to the route crusher. According to their heads, there was an agreement to the Ministry of Public Works that they're going to be feeding them because if the rock crusher is outside of their construction, their road construction site, they're going to be feeding them because of the distance. So it's $1 per day.
$1 US per day for feeding.
Yeah, $1 US per day for feeding.
Also of their pay.
Yeah, their pay. So the overtime, according to them, according to their head, He said the agreement between them, they start work at 7, and by right they are 8 hours supposed to finish at 3, according to them.
Okay.
But anytime over 3 o'clock, it is overtime for them. So they're supposed to be paid for. And so according to the head, he said this has been about, they push them all the way to 4. And sometimes they force them to knock up about 5, 6 that are, you know, in between there. So they have been carrying this complaint to the labor commissioner, and the labor commissioner called them for the first time, and he said he mandated them to pay the water and the feeding. And so they have been on this entire ragged road for like 2 months, but the labor commissioner tried to play somehow deaf ear. According to the labor commissioner, he said he had been placing call to them to go to Salinkode, where they will be able to go through the matter and see how best they can address the issues to be able to pay them. But what you know, get those guys angry was the HR, along with some of the workers at the CRSG, went ahead and paid some people uncovered their feedings and then their overtime money. So the few guys that have been working, you know, when you're working to area, so now you have good friends and all things, to lecture and other stuff. They were able to inform some of those guys that we have received our amount, and we have received our overtime and stuff. So they have a wild protest day for yesterday, where the police commander of Sacré-Pierre, Chief Inspector Darren Fowler, and other people went and cooled down the situation. But the labor commissioner went there on our faithful day, and then called them to a roundtable discussion along with the commissioner of Weber Administrative District, Manakemo Meapu, where they were able to discuss the issue, and then according to them, they gave them some time, 1 week, to pay their overtime and their feedings.
Wow, I think that needs to be done. Has the company made any formal statement concerning all of these allegations and the protest actions?
So the company through their HR said the overtime and that of the feeding was not in the agreement received from the Ministry of Public Works. Okay. And so for now, they are going to look through their agreement. They are going to check and see whether this is in there. If it is in there, then they owe the entire worker their overtime and their feeding. So they are going to work on it. But according to the head of the Chinese, he said he don't want confusion because they are almost done with the role. Okay. So he's going to take the initiative and see how best they can see, so the company can be able to pay their overtime, so the worker can be able to resume work.
I think people need to be honest. You know, when you have an agreement, even also of the contractual agreement, talking about feeding and other things, you need to live up to those things. You cannot just pay one group of people and leave the other group of people. And these are things that serve as a recipe for misunderstanding.
Yeah, Emmanuel, this company, there have been a lot of allegations against this company. Some of them, there was a guy that was massive flogged by the Chinese guy, and he was taken to the Joseph Fiado hospital, and he spent some length of time at the hospital over 6 months. The guy raped, boom, had an issue because he was massively flogged. So this company have been in the news for more than 2 years now.
Wow. So do we have any sort of any record on the victim, even though it has been a little while? Do we have any record on him?
Yeah, so it has been a little while, but the guy, according to them, the company take the initiative to send the guy to India for surgery.
Wow. I think it is something else to talk about.
I know.
Okay, good. Christopher, do you have anything perhaps you'd like to add up? Since we don't have much time, we just take something else from you, or else we let you go.
So thank you so much. We hope to join the breakfast show tomorrow morning, at which time we'll be updating you on the road construction that is going by the CRSG in Toyota and that of Zwatu.
Okay, hoping that your Nima County is getting ready for the county sports meet, even though it's our
We're gonna surely update you on that. There are massive preparation where the coach supposed to be coming with the 25-man squad today, and Coach Mamadi Benzuma supposed to be coming with the 25-man squad, where Coach Jerry Kennedy of the keyboard team supposed to be also be coming with the 19 player for the keyboard team today.
Okay, thank you. We hope to join you on tomorrow for more development and meetings from Nema County. Thank you.
I'll be fresh and ready for you tomorrow, Chief.
Okay then. Christopher Fine is our mayor in Nema County. Let's bring on Lorena Honoré as we get set to join Jeremiah Double from Lofa County. Good morning, Lorena. Lorena, how are you doing this morning?
I'm okay, Emmanuel, and it's good to be here this morning. Good morning to everybody, our correspondents, and all those that are tuned in to Spoon Morning Show, which is the today's show where we come to serve you breakfast to make sure you are happily served. You can have your lime tea, your Lipton, your coffee, your latte, your cappuccino, whatever it is that you need. You can have some pastries. You can have some pastries, donut, or a meat pie, or just sliced bread, or scrambled eggs. Everything is served there when it comes to the morning show. So let me say good morning to you. This is your morning breakfast show. So many thanks to Emmanuel Palin Davis. Sakpalin is always here. So, Simeon, yeah, because now there is a Genion. The beginning has been working hard, behind closed doors while we were here at the same time doing the work. Leave the place, we go back to do another work. So we say good morning to you people. We love you. We have to be here because of you. If you are driving, take your time. Emmanuel, yesterday it was amazing to see that the people, the way I see commuters standing on the streets, I didn't see it that way yesterday. I always observe that, go back, you see at Dubo Road Junction, too many people, red light. We're talking about multitudes. You come to GSA Road, the same thing, ERWA. So when I saw that the buses were out there and picking passengers, and now our coming I can be bluffing it. We've been bluffing like that yesterday. I started saying now coming, I see it transitioning to like how it is in Accra.
Yeah.
Where there are coming that just passing around for chatter. We call it drop in. Drop in. In fact, I will see you people standing on the road and they pass by you because they are only looking for people that will chatter them. I see us getting to that position as, those who are commuting or public transport, those who are into public transport, where you just go for charter taxis and they are available. You just go for the regular taxis and you have right now in Accra is 2 persons at the back and 1 in the front. We still managing the 3 at the back, but still people still forcing it to 4 at the back. They say, oh, the hustle, the car business, how? But it's a good thing now that we see the buses are out there. We say kudos to the NTA management. Please put out more buses. Kids have to get to school. People have to get to work. We have health workers that need to get to the hospitals and the clinics to take care of patients that are there in dire need of emergency care, and also teachers and educators that need to get to school to teach the students, administrators that need to get to work, journalists that need to get around to report the stories, to unfold every breaking events to you as you deserve to know it. So let me say good morning from my end again, Lorena Honoré. Yeah, I'm here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful Thursday, the 4th day of December. The Christmas feel is all over the place. For me, you go to my house right now, the Christmas lights are blinking, and the Christmas tree is up, and the decorations are dropping. Yeah, I love Christmas. Oh, Emmanuel, I love Christmas. So right now, the cable televisions have the Christmas movies, all of that, all of those are happening right now.
We're playing Christmas songs here, but we cannot play on the live now.
Yeah, we can play on the live, but we have a commercial that we can play on the live. They have been complaining. We'll talk that. Yeah, that One Expert is supposed to be played this morning, every morning. Yeah, they haven't been hearing it. And good thing they don't have a copyright music on it. So it is supposed to play. And people follow a lot. And they just on spoon and on spoon. We're not supposed to talk it yet, but we're talking it now. So at the same time, we want to check in. But Emmanuel, the report from Christopher Fan in Lima, are they beating our people now? Our people are being abused and violated now. You beat a Liberian man in his country until you break his ribs. So these are the things that are happening now. These are heartbreaking news that come to us. It's not right. These things are not fair. I don't know what our government officials, especially representatives from that county, that district, what are they saying? The senators from those counties, what are they saying about these things? How can you sit there and an expert come and beat up your citizen and break the rib No, we have to discuss that. And Christopher Fan, now that you have broken that news, remember we're going to get into it. We're not going to let it go. Please do more investigations. We want to know this. Just imagine the man was abused to the point that he was even taken to India. When they said they're taking you to India, you know what that means, Emmanuel? It means it is severe. Like it's a critical issue. That means he was in critical health condition. And I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing for Liberian to abuse Liberian. If we're outside in a foreign country and being abused, then they say, oh, but what are they doing there at the country? But in your own country, in your own space, you are being abused. This is serious. I mean, the labor ministry, they need to look into these things.
There are a lot of bad labor practices around that the labor ministry shouldn't feel complacent at just in the air-conditioned office.
Yeah, enjoying yourself.
Step out, go and do some church.
Inspectors go out there, some of them, and as soon as they give you from chop to chop.
You have your lesson? They may have people.
Yeah. In the supermarket, you came to shop. It's in the night. Why you come and ask somebody because you see a face that might you say, oh, their face there, I have seen their face somewhere before. It's a journalist, so let me show myself in front of them. I said, and you went to shopping, and you probably not even going to pay half of the money of all those things that you took. I'm not going to call your name. And then you say, you can just turn to the guy. That man talking man yet? Let me see. Let me see the man talking man. What are you talking about? If he didn't have documents, will he be here working? And don't forget at 9 o'clock, we're going to have the folks from the Ministry of Agriculture. They're going to be talking about the agriculture fair that is coming up. It comes up every December, once a year, where Liberians, the farmers and those who are into agriculture and agribusiness, and even those who are into the climate sector, the climate change, EPA, different people that are just concerned about conservations when it comes to the green land, the green,
they're relevant to the entire event that's coming up.
Yes, they're going to be there. So they're going to come here to talk about this trade fair. I heard that, if you are into farming, you can go that day and, market your product. You showcase your product.
Soon to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm growing my own stuff. I'm from a family of. Okay, then you're gonna give me a link.
Yeah, I know. I'll give you some.
Yeah. We're gonna discuss this. I don't think this is a joke. Emmanuel, I'm from a family of farmers. My great grandfather was a farmer. My grandfather was a farmer. My father is a farmer. My daughter is not a farmer, so I'm not surprised. Emmanuel, when we were growing up as children in our yard, everything were planted. It was that compound. I can't understand how that compound looked. Emmanuel, what was in there?
Pepper, a little bitter,
coconut. Emmanuel, all the plum, Guinea plum, German plum, country plum were in my compound. So they have all small sweet plum. They were there. Golden plum was in our compound. Wow. My father just planted. And all they say you create your bed. In the morning, wake up and water your garden. I had collard greens, I had cassava leaf, I had potato greens, I had palava sauce. My one. Only me. So imagine my father children are many. So you can imagine how many what all other people have.
Make use of the landscape.
At the back of our house, we have poultry. We have chicken there. Imagine wake up in the morning. We don't need to go to the market. Pepper is there. You just look at the collard greens. We pick collard greens. We cut it. We cook. Potato green, of course, cassava leaf. And the good thing about the cassava leaf is you don't just remove it to beat it. It's the beating the cassava leaf that used to hurt me. But when you pull the stem up, you have cassava.
Yeah, you have cassava. Cassava leaf.
And potato greens has potatoes.
Yeah.
Liberians, let's get back to the farm. Yesterday I heard, some farmers from a group begging government to come and help them. They have huge land. They don't even have the tube. They need a certain amount length of tube to water. They are growing fruits. I was like, these are people that the government should hold like raw eggs. And they are here begging for support. People that have farms producing fruits. Chinese fruits and different fruits for your country, for your people.
In the RSS agriculture.
Yeah.
First world in the
exactly. And then they're begging, we need help from government. We don't have tube. We need something. We need tractor. We need rake. People making farm fruits instead of lifting it up like this. The great America that we follow, the farmers are very important.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to run out of food. So we need to open our eyes. I want to hear what they will have to say to us come there at 9 o'clock this morning. So Emmanuel, I know you want to check in with Mr. Double.
We go to Lofa County to speak with Jeremiah Dubber, and then we will check the papers. You have some there.
I can get to it.
Yes, we will check the papers and then we'll move on. So folks, this is the Today Show. For those of you who are lovers of the game, you can go and play. It is open. *79 *3#. It's just 200. And then you make some cash for yourself. So we're here this morning. It's 19 minutes up to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we have with us our guest from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yep.
So we're trying to check in with Jeremiah Double. If we cannot get him, we'll have to leave it as it is. Probably we will make a stop at Birmingham County, and then we'll come back here and run you through the papers. So wherever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion is, this is the Today Show outside the nation's capital, Monrovia, from Congo Town, the oldest Congo.
Do they have the younger Congo Town? The youngest Congo Town?
We'll ask Edward because he should know. All right, let's go to Bomi. If we cannot get Double, we'll go to Bomi. If we cannot get him, then we'll have to get to the papers. So, folks, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Yep.
Lots of folks.
My boys, they're not, no, well, my Christmas on your look, since last year they didn't
D12, good morning from the United States. Yes, he's following.
Oh, okay, D12. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah. All right,
D12.
we have here with us from Bomi County,
Mr.
Aaron Kumi.
Oh, okay. I thought it was stubborn.
Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Amanda. Let me say good morning to our many listeners this wonderful Thursday
We
morning.
keeping speech?
So I've been listening to you. Larina, listening to you.
How are you keeping speech?
Good morning, madam.
Good
How are
morning,
you?
sir. I'm okay. How are you?
I give God the praises.
How is for me?
Relatively, the county is kind, and we give God the praises for what He's doing for us.
How many guest houses you people have there so that we come there for the Christmas?
Come again?
How many guest houses do you people have there or Airbnb? Do we have in Bomi County?
You come in, bro.
How many guest houses there in Bomi County?
Wow.
If not, then you can give us labels and come and build from there.
Guest houses. Is it that you have not, you have heard that there's no guest house in Bomi?
No. Waiting for you to confirm it. We're waiting
know.
for him to confirm.
Okay, anyway, that's a question, so it need to be answered. Yeah, we have guest houses. We have the Little Way guest house. We have a guest house at the Nice Cup.
Yeah, when we launched when we came to the country. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have the Red Cross, the Saint of the Red Cross chapter here. We have also a guest house there. The Fonjo Hotel owned by former Senator Sandro Dazo Johnson. There are a lot of areas in Bomi. I don't want to eat all of the time naming those places.
Okay. So Bomi is well situated when it comes to hospitality, guest houses.
Of course. Yeah, I'm not praising, but I'm just telling you the truth.
Well, you can go swallow the bad pepper. Okay.
No.
Okay, so let's go straight into the latest unfolding there from your part of Liberia.
Yeah, there are a lot of development emanating from the county, especially the western part of Liberia. Some have to be kept until all can be concluded, especially when it comes to the retreat from the immersion, which was Nima Bwaka, was the capital retreat here in Bomi, but we cannot speak to that until all of these activities can conclude and will compart and inform the public. But on the other hand, Bomi County, as part of his legislative project, Bomi County, one of Senator Edwin Melvin Snow, officially dedicated hand over a multi-purpose basket and volleyball court to local authority, terming it at what he termed as significant investment in youth and sport development here in Bomi County. In remark, Honorable Edwin Melvin Snow thanked the contractor for completing the project within the duration given from them, and that identical project were constructed, or let's just say renovated, because the spot were there, the court were also in the same, but we're not in a conducive condition. So we termed that as renovation. So it was renovated on the Charles Henry Dewey Central High School main campus, where the identical turning over ceremony was heard on the campus of the school. And he emphasized that the facility is part of the government-sponsored legislative development initiative funded through the Liberia Agency's Community Empowerment what we term lakes, and he extended gratitude to President Joseph Yima Boakai. As you may be aware that according to him, the money that were used to renovate came from the administration of Joseph Yima Boakai, and the money was also disbursed to other lawmakers within the House of Representatives. So his own were also made available. That's why he decided to carry out that speeded renovation of the basketball and volleyball court that was really needed by the youth of Bomi County.
So do we know the cost attached to the renovation?
Actually, that was not actually given to us. It was not exposed. Yes, it was not actually exposed to everyone of us.
He didn't say rather how much was used.
It was not indicated in any of his speeches that were given. Yeah, but he actually give thanks and praises to the government of Liberia for that identical project, because the funding came from the legislative
project. All right, so I made these things, even though they are there to for development and other use. What have been some reaction there in the county?
Well, like for the office of the superintendent that was highly expected to receive the dedication ceremony, where she was not actually accounted in the presence of Madam Mieta E. Dolek. Madam Mieta Dolek was not present in county that day. So we received that Honorable Alfred Zina, who happened to be the county development officer of Bomi County. Well, there are a lot of positive reaction. Alex also condemning it because it termed is the construction, and what other people look at seems that it seems to be a renovation project, or not a project that was constructed. From the foundation upward. So these are the two denigration. They want that to encourage him, give him praises, and the other side they are saying no, it's not construction. This is just renovation. That also brings to the attention about the cost, because if he's saying that it was constructed, then let the cost be given, and also if it was renovated, let there be a cost attached to it. But any of none was given to the public here in the county.
All right, Aaron, I'm afraid we don't have time. We'll have to hold you there. We'll join you tomorrow for more immediate from the county. Thank you.
All right, it's a pleasure talking to you this morning. Thank you so much.
All right, Aaron Combe from Bomi County, bringing it up to speed with development from Bomi County. It has to do with the sports. That's the basketball court that was given renovated by Senator Snow. You know that the issue about the court, you have mixed reaction.
Okay,
but according to the report, it is a legislative project.
All right.
From the office of the senator. So
Legislative
project. Okay. So we here, something we have to rumble through the papers.
Through the papers, because our guests are already here. We told you we were going to have folks from the Ministry of Agriculture to talk about the agriculture fair that comes out yearly, and they are already in the building. So by 9 o'clock we'll start to interview them. We need to get them seated very soon. But let's rumble through the papers. That's Emmanuel word. I'm borrowing from Emmanuel. Rumble through the papers. So Emmanuel, which paper do you have there?
I'm trying to get one.
Okay, I'm loading the Front Page Africa. No, I'm going to get to the Labyrinth Investigator later. All right, so Front Page Africa is here. Let's hear what they are saying. And of course, Lorena Honoré will not read without her glasses. At times she tried to do it. Since 13 years old, this thing, somebody said, you getting old now? Yeah, no, I'm getting old. But the thing I said 13-year-old, and they have some 9 years old wearing glasses as well. So wearing glasses has nothing to do with the age. You were born with that problem. And the only thing I do with these glasses, Emmanuel, is to read. Okay. I cannot use it to drive. I don't see you clearly.
You use it to cook?
Emmanuel, no, I can't even see you clearly right now, Emmanuel. I can't see, no, except I remove the glasses. But I can see the letters clearly. Yeah, that's how it is. It's only for reading. So we are here. I see Liberian lawmaker Bona DJ Blue Benson, one of our own, one of our own that became a representative. What is that? Is that a mask? Threatens to invoke juju over proposed salary. I'm looking at a horrible looking mask, Emmanuel. I mean, very horrible. The traditional thing, it is well. So let me just read it. Capitol Hill, Monrovia. I'm reading from the front page. Africa, the long-stretching debate over the salary cut of lawmakers is trenching. A different twist. As a well-known lawmaker, Montserrado County District 17 Representative Bernard Blue Benson, alias DJ Blue, expressing opposition to the proposal. A once celebrated disc jockey, Representative Blue, has threatened to invoke juju if anyone ever dares to reduce his salary as proposed. The District 17 lawmaker's threat comes on the heels of latest deliberation on the floor of the Liberian Senate regarding the bill that intends to reduce their monthly earnings from $8,000 to $5,000. The $3,000 cut what they want to use to put in the health and educational sector. The man said if you try it, he will send juju. When you see the Marcel at the put near the main picture, the bill, an act fixing the monthly remuneration of the legislature, was originally introduced by Montserrado County Senator Abraham Darius DeLone during the 54th legislature in 2020, and now it has resurfaced in the 55th legislature. Representative Blue, while expressing opposition to Senator DeLone's proposal in its entirety, made a Facebook post in which he issued a threat of sending Goa if the bill were to pass. You people know what Goa is. It's something that swells the leg, some people in the throat, and some people the hand, the eyeball, all of those things. Anybody come my salary, I'm sending Goa, period. Representative Bernard Blue Benson threatened. Yeah, in Liberia, Goa is a type of spiritual, supernatural ailment that causes swollenness of the leg, throat, or some of the body parts. It is not a medical diagnosis in Western medicine, but an illness concept rooted in cultural explanations of disease. His post was widely circulated on social media, especially on Facebook, with several users of the platform expressing mixed views, majority expressing disappointment with his position on the debate. You want to get more on that story, go and get the front page Africa newspaper. Emmanuel.
Yeah. So I have stories here. I will touch on
Emmanuel,
it.
let that gist they won't quickly first. I beg you.
Yeah, go.
Yes, go. Emmanuel, look at it. You listen. Goa. So now, let me just conclude quickly to summarize this. Emmanuel, if anything should happen to the lawmaker, to the senator that proposed this, if he should just have a strange headache, who are they going to?
That blue.
Those senators that are interested in doing that, this bill reducing the salary from 8,000 to 5,000.
Even though he alone cannot stop that from happening.
But the man said if it should happen, one can go and throw his Goa. Only he can do it. He doesn't need a whole group to go with him to throw Goa on anybody. In fact, he can throw Goa on a whole group. This is a traditional thing, and we have seen it. We have seen that he has even killed people. The Goa thing. Yeah, the Westerners may not know what Goa is, but it was described in the story. It is an ailment in Liberia. I've seen family members.
I've seen
people. Goa. A friend of mine had Goa before.
Uncle of mine has Goa.
Can you imagine? So this is serious. I mean, a lawmaker shouldn't be, even though he's one of our own. We do not expect this. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. It's not professional, and I mean, you just
telling about it because it sounds funny.
But it is a serious thing because we know what Goa does, and we know that it is possible for someone to throw Goa on somebody. Let's look at the reason why this bill is this salary wants to be cut.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Where would the rest of the 3,000 go? You people have so many different benefits coming your way. Your gas alone, they're not small thing. And they wanted $3,000 from there. You say you would throw Goa. So, Emmanuel, just get to your next
story. Let me just get to these stories. Cause of death is suicide. MOJ confirms autopsy. Okay, so the Ministry of Justice has formally concluded its investigation into the controversial death of Mr. Anwar Footlow, former manager of Boulevard Palace Hotel, declaring that an official autopsy has confirmed he died by Suicide. According to a statement issued on December 3rd, 2025, the signed by Jutumu Wakoli, Director of Press and Public Affairs, the ministry disclosed that it had requested a full autopsy in the wake of widespread public concern and conflicting early reports surrounding the cause. So the former Boulevard Party manager, death, according to the autopsy conducted, it is suicide. He killed himself. He committed suicide. PCC officer beat pregnant marketer to near death. PCC officer beat pregnant marketer to near death. It is on the New Dawn newspaper. We are struggling. Who's struggling? We are struggling. Let me see this story. The gender coordinator for Bon County, Madamusu Moba, is making a desperate appeal to the government of Liberia, the Bon County Legislative Caucus, local authorities, and the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection to urgently intervene and complete an unfinished building intended to serve as the County Gender and Social Protection Office. Speaking to reporter in Banga, Madam Moba described the current working environment as challenging, restrictive, and deeply limiting the services we must provide for vulnerable groups, especially women, children, and survivors of abuse. So the gender coordinator in Bon County, I'm seeing the building is a very old building. Yeah, in the bush, grass covered the entire building. Wow. Come here in the run there. All I can say. EPA conclude 3-day training to boost climate resilient livelihood in coastal community. To strengthen land governance, Liberia Land Authority launches high-level dialogue. These are stories on the New Dawn newspaper. All right, so folks, we have to go for a very short break to do some adjustment. And then we come back. We will have with us our guests from the Ministry of Agriculture. They're going to be here with us on the final lap of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. My name is Emmanuel Palen David. I'm alongside my colleague Lorena Honoree, and we are here on the Thursday edition of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. For those of you who are lovers of the game, the season is open. It is running. Go and play. Make some cash for yourself. And the code to play with is just simple as it is *79*3#. *79*3#. And you play with $200 Liberian dollars. Stand a chance to make some huge cash for yourself. Today is Jackpot Day, the big money day. A minute up to 9 o'clock. Let's go for a very short break and be back.
Distinguished senators, the bill to establish legislator salary for $5,000 has been forwarded to the committee, and as you may be aware, our current salary in the projected budget stands at $8,000 per senator. It's not any secret in this country. So this bill will come along with the current budget. The report will come along with the current budget proposing the 5,000 benchmark. So we'll be ready to make this report either before the passage of the budget so that the necessary adjustment can be made in the projection that is made currently. So by next week, the full report will be made for committee members to sign, because we have to act on this bill before the passage of the budget. so that we can make the necessary adjustment. No, that's how it's supposed to be. Because the current projection is at $8,000. Is a committee something? Thank you. We should do briefing on this. I will do the briefing. Okay. Yeah. So by next week the report will be made. Next week the report will be made. Is it important? No, but you not. Abajala, you are not close with the authority to brief us. But yeah, those who have if you put in the charge of the bill, okay. Right. I will.
FM. We are here. It's a very great thing to be back on the show. So we're about to kickstart the conversation. As I said, initially we have with us our guest from the Ministry of Agriculture, and we're going to talk about the National Agriculture Fair.
Yep.
As we move on. Good morning, Lorena. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's crisscross and get
forgive
our
my mask. You know, the cold is running around, and we have our honorable minister in the building in person of Minister David K. Akwe. He's the Deputy Minister for Planning and Development at the Ministry of Agriculture. Welcome to Spoon Studio, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Okay.
I think
how do you see our studio?
I count it a blessing to be appearing in this Kuzi studio on Spoon.
You are welcome.
Spoon is one of the stations everybody aspire to appear on.
I tell you.
So I feel elected to be here this morning.
There's a record.
Yeah, it's a record. Yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. So we welcome you. People watching the show, we just want to know, who is Minister David K. Akwe?
So for simplicity, I am the son of the soil.
Mm-hmm.
I hail from Lofa County, and I am one of the deputy ministers of the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yep. Okay.
I remember working with the Ministry of State. I remember working with the Central Bank of Liberia. I remember joining the IAA, the Internal Audit Agency. At the time, in fact, it was the IAS, Internal Audit Secretariat, and we took it to the agency. And then after the IAA, I was appointed by His Excellency the President to serve as the Deputy Minister for Planning and Development at the Ministry of Agriculture. Yeah.
Has it been challenging when you got there, and how is it going now?
Well, when we got there, there were a lot of challenges there. One thing is the central functionary department of the Ministry of Agriculture is the extension area.
Okay.
The planning department is very critical because they have mandate to develop planning, to plan for the ministry. That department was depleted. No deputy minister when we took over. There was no assistant minister when we took over. The most senior person that's supposed to be in charge, who was heading the monitoring evaluation area, had gone to a project. So in fact, the entire department was just a kind of dead. Okay. The extension area that's supposed to actually be mentoring the farmers was completely depleted.
Okay.
Can you imagine the country is having 100 agriculture districts across the country? It means that we needed to have 100 district agriculture officers to be managing those districts.
All right.
But when we took over, we only met 25 of the 100. Wow. So that was a great challenge. If you look at the RACs, those who are supposed to be coordinating the region, they were there. But the strength of these people, many of them were now old, they had reached retirement stage, So again, that aspect of the ministry wasn't moving as it's supposed to be moving. So we had to quickly jumpstart the entire process to see how we fill in the gap at the Ministry of Agriculture before starting to roll out our plan, our National Agriculture Development Plan. So yeah, there were a lot of challenges.
So that means you employ more people.
Oh yes, there has been a lot of employment for young people,
Okay.
particularly young people, DAOs, CAC. When I say DAOs, I mean District Agriculture Officer. When I say CAC, I mean County Agriculture Coordinators. These people have been employed. They have been deployed into the counties. They are on payroll. Many of them now are beginning to actually take pay on government payroll.
Wow.
So we have been able to fill in most of the gap. And that exercise is going to continue even into 2025, and it's going to continue into 2026. We want to make sure that we fill in all of the gaps.
All right.
So that we have the ministry more functional.
It seems to be that the Ministry of Agriculture is going to amend as well. So you have an upcoming event. That's the National Agriculture Fair that is scheduled some part of this month in Bangabonga. That's Kanta, Nima County. What is the National Agriculture Fair, and what do we expect from this year's edition of the National Agriculture Fair?
So before going to the fair, I think you said in your intro that it seems that the ministry is doing tremendously well. That is an honest statement, right? So normally I don't like to go on the ministry. I like to just make some reference points so that those who are listening could actually just go on those websites and try to download these kind of reports and read, because they will see data that are actually speaking for the fact that the Ministry of Agriculture has been doing a great job. So if you look at the FAO report, you will see that they have actually graded the ministry to be like very, very good. They have been able to upscale production, productivity in the agriculture sector. If you go to the recent World Bank report, you will see that the World Bank even singled out the Ministry of Agriculture, specifically rice production, and gave us a plus and say last year we were able to contribute 1.3, 1 something percentage point, right, to our national GDP, which is a very great news for the ministry. But that was last year when we were struggling to put policy together, to put plans together, to put maybe all of the things that will help us, that will guide us throughout the sector, and we were able to still have an upskill in the agriculture sector. This year, 2025, at the end of this year, after the fair, you will be surprised to see that we will have actually done a greater job in this country. Yesterday, I was surprised when I had a meeting with our sector people. One former deputy minister, he was working at the Ministry of Finance, and he was telling me, look, Mr. Akwe, I'm so happy now that I can go in a supermarket and see Liberian rice in the supermarket. I can see a variety of Liberian products.
Maybe the country rice.
The country rice in the supermarket. I don't like to call it country rice. I like to maybe call it locally produced rice. But for the sake of simplicity, here we call it country rice. So you can go to supermarkets now and begin to see rice there for you to purchase. So that is a good news. Now, the fair, I want to give a little history about where we came from and where we are, so that the people know that we are not just starting to say we are doing National Agriculture Fair because we want to do it. We are doing it because it's a mandate in the act that created the Ministry of Agriculture. If you look at the act 1972, but before 1972, we had the Ministry of Agriculture, but then it was referred to as the Department of Agriculture, and was headed by a secretary, not a minister. So in 1972, the National Legislature repealed that act and now decided to call the ministry that we have today Ministry of Agriculture, and then that ministry is headed by a minister, no more secretary, right? So then in that act, it gave a mandate to the Ministry of Agriculture specifically to do quite a number of things in the sector to just improve it, to modernize it, right? To make it look more like a value addition institution. So in that act, it then says the ministry shall And when they say shall, it's mandatory, shall have an annual agriculture fair. The first fair after that act was passed was in 1956. I don't think any of us here were born at that time, but we had the first national agriculture fair in 1956 on Rondo Street. Rondo Street, where now we have the Abisuari supermarket. Precisely that location was where the fair was held, under one Jimmy Cooper, who was the secretary at the time. After that, the fair now became more frequent, but I will just fast track and come to honor Dr. Christo. If you ever heard about Dr. Christo, who was one time Minister of Agriculture during Madam Salif's time. Dr. Christo had 3 fairs, one in Nima County, the second one in Bomi County, and the third one in Banjama, Gofa County. After Dr. Christo came in, Minister Jenny Cooper, the immediate past minister, Minister Jenny Cooper hosted a fair in Kari, Bon County. After Jenny left, then came in Dr. J. Alexander Nuta, the astute minister that we have now, a very proactive minister who wants to see these things done. Despite the fact that we're still juggling between things as to how to align properly with the agriculture sector last year, trying to develop our National Agriculture Development Plan, trying to align it with the AAID. Dr. Nuta still insisted that the fair should be hosted. And if you actually follow, last year's fair was hosted in Kakata, Magibi County, right at the Booker T. Washington Institute page. I think if you monitor it, you saw that the fair was actually ambitious. A lot of people attended. The president was there, and farmers were there, very excited to be part of the process. So the fair came a long way from 1956 up to 2024 and rolling into 2025 this year. So that has given us the strength to say annually, according to the law, we should be able to actually be conducting the National Agriculture Fair. Why is it important?
What's my next question?
I want to ask a question before we get to the next one, sir. You just talked about Christo during the Mount Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's administration, as from 1956 to when Mr. Cooper or Secretary Cooper then, right?
Mhm.
Before now we have Christo. So before Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's administration, past presidents they didn't have agriculture fair.
They had. So when I named the first one, I said to fast forward, Daha I jumped to Christo.
Okay.
But in between there, they had there. And one, Louis Ross, one of the ministers hosted this fair in 1977. But I didn't want to go all the way, so that I prolonged it. So I named the first one. I joined.
Before Mount Ellen.
Yeah. So we had a fair
So
before.
there was
even
always
Dr. Christo.
been from
There was
1956
all the way.
there has always been.
Yeah, though there was some break in because of
the war.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
we have always made sure that we live in accordance with the law that gave us this mandate to do what we are doing.
Okay.
So why is the fair important? There are a couple of reasons.
All right.
We are not just hosting the fair because the law says it.
Okay.
We are not just hosting the fair because we want to go and merit it and do some little social activities in neighborhoods. No. There are a couple of reasons why the fair is important. Imagine we are going to be having dignitaries attending the fair, right? We're going to be having the DG from the FAO, the Director General from Rome. We'll be here. We're going to have the president of the Tuskegee University, the most black university in the United States. We'll be coming with a delegation to attend the fair. We're going to have our ambassadors around here, accredited around Monrovia, to be at the fair. We're going to have our partners to be at the fair. We are going to have the NGO community to be at the fair. So it means that a representation of the entire world will be at the fair. So what the fair is going to be doing, first, we will be showcasing the agricultural potential of Liberia to all of these dignitaries that will be attending the fair. To say, look, we have got the potential, we have got the capacity to actually upskill agricultural activities in this country. That's one. Two, we have our farmers coming together to speak to their president, His Excellency, the president, right? Who we call the chief farmer of the Republic of Nigeria. So farmers will have the opportunity to interact with the president, to interact with the vice president, to interact with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, to share ideas and network and see what is happening. So the farmers will have that opportunity to showcase their produce, to say this is what we are doing in the country as stakeholders in the agriculture sector. The farmers will not just be showcasing, will also be selling their produce. It means that at that point, farmers will be able to start generating income from what they are doing. If you bring plenty, if you bring rice, if you bring variable, whatever you bring, people will be there to buy. So it means that we'll be putting some money in the pockets of our farmers. More besides, it's going to actually help the economy of this country. Because why? When 200 plus or 500 people gather together in Nimba, a lot of things will happen, right? The transport sector is going to boom because people are going to be transported to the fair in Nimba. So drivers and other people will have money going into their pocket, right? People in the industry, in the hotel industry, guest houses, people will have to be renting. People will have to spend nights, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 nights. They're paying, and rental fee to these people. It means that we'll also be putting money in the pockets of those who are having hotels and other things. Caterers, who will be catering to the event, will be able to put money in their pocket. It means that indirectly, we have given quite a number of people their Christmas package that they will be able now to go buy their children clothes, get some money to prepare food for the Christmas for their children and their husband and their wives. So a lot of things going to be happening. That's one of the cardinal issues that's going to be happening. The economy of Ganta or Nimba County is going to be booming. It's going to be booming. So the agriculture fair is going to do quite a lot for the people of Ganta.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir. I hear all that you say. These are all things that we want to see happen in our country, especially when it comes to agriculture, because we now looking at food security, if we talk about that. But yes, you talked about the economy. You talked about where it's going to be hospitality, the transportation sector. I don't know if the Ministry of Agriculture is going to be transporting some people from here. But I'm also concerned about not just the farmers, but those who are into agro businesses. Are they going to be there to showcase their products? Because most of them, some of them have farms, and some of them have backyard gardens, and they are interested in being in the agriculture field. Some of them, they buy from these farmers to be able to produce potato chips, cassava chips, potato chips, they're into agribusiness, they produce plantain and all of this stuff. So are they also going to be there to showcase their products? And if they are going to be there, how do they get qualified to be a part of it? And if those who are listening want to be a part of it now, is it still possible for them to register and be a part of the agriculture field?
Thank you. So let me be clear. When we say the agriculture sector, it does not just, it's not limited to producers, like those who produce rice and other stuff. It goes as far as to those who are making value addition to these things that are produced. For example, you got the plantain and you sow your plantain, and somebody bought the plantain and went and made chips out of it. That's value addition to the plantain.
Yep.
So then, everybody in the agriculture sector, every value chain, from production to processing to some innovation, everybody going to be part of the fair. In fact, we will be encouraging people who has a lot of innovation in the agriculture sector to come and showcase their innovation at the fair, because we want people to be able to see. We want even young people, who are in the tech area.
Okay. All right.
To come and showcase.
I they do smart farming now.
Climate smart agriculture practices.
Okay.
We want young people to come and showcase. I'll tell you something. These few days we were in a meeting about 2-3 days ago in the building there. And some very young people came with a technology. What technology it is? It is a solar dryer. Here we have been crying years in, years out. And whenever the season for plum, whenever the season for oranges come, you see a lot of oranges on the market. Well, by the time the season dries out, you no longer see oranges, plum, all those perishable goods on the market anymore. Even peppers sometimes, right? So the guys came to showcase, so look, we have produced this, that if you have plum, if you have pepper, if you have okra, if you have bitter ball, if you have potato grain, cassava beef, you can beat it and solar dry it and package it, right? And that produce is going to last with you for the next 2 years. I'm not even saying 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. And I got so fascinated by it. And the minister right there, he got convinced. He said, okay, you gotta give me one of the dryers so I can try it. So he has one of the dryers and I tested it. Once that dryer start to produce the kind of desired result that we want, I'm gonna start spreading it across the country. And these are young people that came. So these are things we want the young people to take to the fair and showcase to the farmer that these things can happen. If you carry your pepper or your bitter ball to the market, and unfortunately not all got bought, you can go and solar dry it and package it, and you can take it back to the market so that we curtail this post-harvest losses in all of what we produce in this country. So a lot of things will be happening at the National Agriculture Fair. We'll have every segment of the country, from production to innovation to packaging to everything. We want everybody to go and showcase. How do you get registered to form a part of the process? Now, last year, we had a little miscalculation where all of the farmers from all walks of life went to the fair, and most of them were unable to actually sell their produce. So then we had to show them the responsibility to say, once your produce is not finished, it means that the government through the Ministry of Agriculture will offtake out of your produce and pay you for the leftover of your produce. That was a can of worms that we opened. Everybody, even those who actually managed to sell all their produce, started running to the market now when our announcement was made. Dishonesty, right? And started buying from the market and coming because we said we'll buy. So this year we learned the lesson. We said before you come as a ministry, we will be responsible for 225 farmers to come. And we will distribute it throughout the 15 countries of the Republic of Liberia. We at the ministry will not be the one to do the recruitment. That is the reason why we have a structure now at the Ministry of Agriculture going all the way down into the counties. This is the reason why we've got the RAC, the Regional Agriculture Coordinators. This is the reason why we have got the CAC, the County Agriculture Coordinators. And this is why we have got the DAOs to man the districts in the county. So the RAC coordinated like 3 counties. The CAC now had the RAC to coordinate each of the counties and report to the RAC. The district, every county has got a district in the county. So the district agriculture officer goes down to the farmers and then do all of their work and report to the CAC. The CAC consolidate all of the RAOs, DAOs reports and submit it to the RAC. So then we told the DAO, since you are the one dealing directly with the farmers, the recruitment of farmers will start with you. You are the one dealing with them. You are the one that know them. You are the one that know what the capacity they have. So that you vet them. Those that are qualified by your vetting will be reported to the CAC. The CAC will further scrutinize it and now send it to the RAC. The RAC now will put it into a database that we created, so that we take account of every farmer that will be coming to the fair, what type of goods you'll be bringing to the fair, what is the price of the goods that you'll be bringing, because when you come to the fair,
into consideration the quantity.
Yeah, we also take into consideration the quantity that you'll be bringing. We lock everything into the system. We don't want you to get to the fair and not see how the place will be crowded, and you start to give your own price. So we started doing market price analysis and everything to see how much a bag of rice is sold for in Lofa, in Grand Cru, so that we know when you come, we want a fair competition. We don't want when you see any of you, oh, these are spoon people, they must be having a lot of money. So bring rent at $30. No. We want to actually set all of the, lay all of the bases before we get to the National Agriculture Fair. So that's how the recruitment process is going. So agro-business owners are registering. They are even buying their own booths to go and showcase.
Will you still pay for remaining booths?
So for the 225 farmers that we are registering, if with all of the mechanism we put in place, price being fair, we are going to pay for booths that will be left over from the 225. But we are hoping and praying that with the way the momentum that is growing in the fair, most of the farmer produce will be bought. So if there is any little left over, the ministry will buy the little that will be left over. And for the Christmas season, we do justice to our prisoners. We'll go there, humanitarian work. Yeah. Take it to the prison compound, take it to visually impaired people, take it to the disabled community, at least to extend a hand of friendship to the other sector of the country.
Also, the financial benefit that farmers, those who involved with selling of some of this produce, will we expect some sort of connection with international partners? As you said initially, that you'll have folks coming from the world will be represented at that with those local farmers.
So here is it, right? I'll take the FAO, for example. They are here. I'll take Grow to UNINDO. They are here supporting farmers here, working with farmers to grow vegetable, working with farmers to grow cassava, working with farmers in the coffee industry, right? So that would be a perfect place for them to bring their farmers to the fair, to show to the minister, to show to the president, to show to their own DG that will be coming, other people that will be coming outside, say, look, we are in the UN sector and we are supporting X number of farmers, and these are the farmers, and these are the produce they are showcasing at the fair. So everything will happen. Our partners, those that are working, NGOs that are working with our farmers in the field, they will be there. They will bring their farmers. They will transport them. We will be transporting our own farmers to go there as the ministry, as a government, as a country. We will be transporting the 225 farmers together.
And usually, you spoke about the ministry, the entire process for registration. Now you have transferred to another level. What are some of those receptions you see in terms of the entire process? Are there some challenges? Have they communicated with you? And if so, what are you doing about it?
So there are a lot of challenges because most of our farmers are not used to this automated processes, right? Where you say, I will send you a link and I want you to open the link and the registration process is on the link. I want you to go through that process and submit, your application. That's a challenge. So, but this is why we have got the DAOs down there to be able to teach them, to be able to help them, be able to go to be with them to go through the process of registration and submit. Though when we started, the process was slow. Or right now, as I speak to you, the process has gained a lot of momentum. A lot of farmers are registering, a lot of farmers are submitting. If I am sitting in my office, a lot of people are calling, how can I get a booth? I'm not talking about farmers now. I'm even talking about a few days. Messi call me. How can we pay for a booth? How much is for the booth? So the segment is growing. Farmers are registering. Our partners are getting very much involved. I was saying, UNINDO, growth under the growth group point. Call me. How can we be part of this fair? We want to actually extend our hand of contribution to the fair. In fact, we have $5,000 to contribute to the fair. And that is very much laudable. And a lot of people, Firestone, a lot of people are making contribution. I think I understand even Orange is making a contribution. The AFL, because we have the agriculture battalion there, they are making contributions. So this is actually a kind of big occasion that is going to incorporate every facet of the country. So yeah, this is how the fair is going to be like.
All right. Let's look at our fishermen and fishmongers and those are into animal husbandry. Are they also going to be a part of the fair?
The agriculture sector.
Yeah, we'll go
the sector includes aquaculture, that's inland fishing, marine fishing, And so last year, if you ever attended the fair, at the back of where they had all of the produce, somebody had a long book there with fish, live, living fish. So you just go there and say, look, I'm on the fish, and say, this is what I want. And they catch that fish, do whatever you want them to do, and give it to you. So, yes, aquaculture was there. Livestock, if you were there, you could see people came with pig, people came with goat, people came with cow, everything in Kokata. We expect Ganta to even be a very larger one than Kakata last year. So livestock is part of it.
Okay.
So fishery is part of it. CDA will be there because cooperatives will be there. Lagra is going to be there because the cocoa sector is going to be there. So everybody's going to be there.
Yeah,
And the
I'm sure.
agriculture sector will be there.
Yeah, it's good to know. I know, there are students who are also interested in agriculture. They do backyard farming as an institution. It's a good thing to know that they will also, the school administrators, we hope they will have.
In fact, we support a
children
lot of
that
backyard
will-
gardens. We call it the peri-urban farming, where people, even myself here at my house, I'm doing,
Backyard garden.
where we have these flower pots that we can build around the house.
Yeah.
I took all my flowers from there. I put pepper, I put bitter, I put lettuce, I put potato grain on the other side. So I myself doing small peri-urban stuff. So we don't want land to be wasted. So if you have land behind your house, you can just contact us. We can have our peri-urban people come to you and sit with you and support you to do the small backyard garden where you
I'm
plant
interested. I'm very interested. I have a little small space. They have
You can make use of
garbage.
it.
They had garbage that were piled up there. So we complained them to remove the garbage. As soon as they removed the garbage, I took my jeans and planted pepper and water greens. I'm going to also put potato greens, but I still need more. So I will come there for myself.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I wanted to know, before we take a short break, we don't just want to bulldoze you, want you to take in air. We also know we're going to connect with our audience, right? They want to call and ask lots of questions. I wanted to know how to count it. How do you choose the county to say, this is the county we are moving to this year for the agricultural fair, or that county next year? How do you come up with it? Is it a vetting process, or you just choose?
No, it's not a say of vetting process. But like the way we are going to NIMA, and maybe ground Jira stands out.
Okay.
Because we're having a monitoring process in place to monitor and to evaluate farmers that will come to the fair. And it's not just going to be how we choose you, right? If we vet you and we evaluate you and you become the best farmer, the first thing we're going to do on that day is to give you an award to say, XYZ, you are the best farmer of this particular year National Agriculture Fair. Which country you come from? I come from River G. It means that River G should be potential enough to even win at the fair. So that will inform the minister's judgment to say, okay, the next agriculture fair then will be held in River G.
Okay. So
If it is Lofa, we say, okay, we take it to Lofa as part of the compensation for Lofa winning the National Agriculture Fair this year. So then we host it in your county. Last year, NIMA did extremely well.
all right.
And NIMA is part of the bread basket of this country. First, it used to be Lofa, but now we have three now. We have Lofa, we have Bon, and we have NIMA County.
Yeah, good to know that Bon is a part.
Yeah, and since NIMA is part of the bread basket,
It's
and
good to
we
know
in the field have seen the kind of potential NIMA continue to showcase, we decided this time around, and with their population also. Because you don't want to call people where people will not be to buy. You want to call people where the population is more, where business interaction and transaction can take place. So NIMA has got that kind of population, and we say, okay, we take it to NIMA. The next time, maybe at the fair this year, the minister now will make the determination, say, look, I think Lofa is one of the populated, Bon is one of the populated areas. We take it to Bon. So the decision is actually informed by a lot of factors.
And you earlier on spoke about awarding best farmers. I'm here thinking, what would be qualification to have the best farmer? Are you looking at the amount of produce you have? Are you looking at your style of farming, or what are some of those things you take into consideration to award?
So we are not just looking at the number of produce that you bring, but we are looking at also the quality of the produce. So we have independent people from not just the Ministry of Agriculture, but from other ministries like the Ministry of Commerce and other areas that are on the evaluation committee. This group of people will move from one table to another, looking at what you are showcasing and grading you. They have criteria listed that you need to meet. So if you meet all of those criteria, they will sit together and decide, say, you have actually been the best farmer to bring rice, to bring cassava, to bring maybe vegetable, bring livestock, to bring cash crop like cocoa, coffee, palm. Some people bring palm and oil, the seeding of the palm. Some people bring rubber and oil, seeding of the rubber. Some people bring coconut oil. So we grade everything. And now, after the grading, they send that report over to the minister, and the minister send it over to the awards committee. The awards committee will now say, the best prize for those who came with rice, maybe it's one power teller.
Okay.
Maybe it's 3,000 United States dollars. Maybe it's 5,000. But they will set everything. And right at the fair, they say, your name, please. Your name, please. Emmanuel, you are.
After you're asking the winner.
Yeah, you are the winner for the rice value chain. So we give you 5,000. And it's given to you. No, I'm just citing an example, right? So we give you that price. And the price is there to further increase competition.
Okay.
So if we gave Emmanuel this year, and Comfort is looking at Emmanuel taking the prize, the next time Comfort also want to take the prize. So Comfort is going to do more. It's another form of motivating farmers to actually do what they are doing, what they are good at doing. This is what we'll be doing.
Yes, sir. All right, Emmanuel. Well, if you just come in, we'd like to welcome you. You are listening to the Today Show, and we are talking about agriculture fair that is to you. You're going to get it. It's going to be in Lima County, and all of our farmers and people who are into agriculture, no matter which kind of agriculture, which sector you are part of, you are going to be showcasing. You have a chance and opportunity. The minister just explained how you can, register and be a part of the process. All right, so it's up to you. We hope that you will not just sit there with your produce and complain. Instead of coming out, be a part of the system, go through the process, and be able to come out there to showcase your products. And at the same time, we are here, like I said, with Minister David K. Akwe. He is the Deputy Minister for Planning and Development at the Ministry of Agriculture. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we conclude and let the minister go. But I think we're also going to open the lines when we get back, right? So that our people can engage with the minister. If you have some concerns, you have some contributions, you have some questions you want to ask, more things you want to know, the confirmation will be given to you. Let's take this short break and we'll be right back.
All right, so we go for this break quickly as we come back.
I will get you a bottle of
The things I have noticed.
Distinguished senators, the bill to establish legislator salary for 5,000 has been forwarded to the committee, and as you may be aware, our current salary in the projected budget says 8,000 per senator. It's not any secret in this country. So this bill will come along with the current budget. The report will come along with the current budget proposing the 5,000 benchmark. So we'll be ready to make this report either before the passage of the budget so that the necessary adjustment can be made in the in the projection that is made currently. So by next week, the full report will be made for committee members to sign, because we have to act on this bill before the passage of the budget so that we can make the necessary adjustment. No, that's how it's supposed to be. Because the current projection is at $8,000. We'll bring, there's a committee something. Thank you. We should do briefing on this. I will do the briefing. Okay. Yeah.
FM, and we are indeed here this morning. We have our guest from the Ministry of Agriculture, Minister David K. Akwe. He's the Deputy Planning Minister for Planning at the Ministry of Agriculture. It is 19 minutes up to 9 o'clock, so we will get back to him, and then we'll open up the lines to have your calls coming through. For those of you who have questions and you would like to ask some of those questions, some of your concerns, so we will certainly do that. So let's get back to the minister. Minister, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, so before getting to the line, aside from those who you have earmarked as those folks involved with agriculture that should be part of the program, do you have plans for others who have interest in being a part of this entire program?
So, I want to actually speak slowly,
okay,
and make this particular issue very clear.
Okay.
That the fair is not limited to the 225 numbers that we just called.
Okay.
The fair is going to be open to all stakeholders that are in the agriculture sector,
okay,
from production to processing to value addition to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have or you are involved in the agriculture sector, okay, you are invited to come to the fair. But here is the little catch-22. The ministry is registering 225 farmers.
Okay.
Those are the farmers that the ministry will be transporting to the fair.
All right.
Those are the farmers that the ministry will take responsibility for.
Mm-hmm.
Should, in case your produce is not all of your produce are now bought.
Okay.
The leftover, the ministry will be shouldering that responsibility to offtake from the farmer, 225 registered farmers. Those that are not registered, you can come to the fair and showcase your produce and sell your produce.
But the ministry will not be responsible.
However, if there is any leftover, that will not be the responsibility of the Ministry of Agriculture. We'd like to make that very clear so that when we get to the fair,
mm-hmm,
there will be no confusion about that. So you will know whether you are a registered farmer or not. If you are not, then we know clearly that, I'll just try to sell my produce and make my way from the fair without actually engaging the ministry to say you have to pay for the remainder of my goods. But once you are registered by the ministry, you are in our database, we have responsibility for you. We're going to transport your produce, you and your produce, to the fair. The ministry is going to take that responsibility. And if there are any leftover, which we do not actually anticipate to happen, but in the event that it happens, the ministry will take responsibility to see how best they can offtake from those particular, because we don't want our farmers bringing produce to the fair and then carry the produce back,
mm-hmm,
right? So the ministry will do them justice by offtaking the remainder of their produce, and maybe we'll start doing some humanitarian work with it for the Christmas season. The minister will start going around prison compounds and other areas to actually extend a hand to the people there.
All right, so folks, there you have it. And at this point in time, we will have to take calls. And the numbers to call us on 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075. We have Minister Akwe here with us from the Ministry of Agriculture. And at this point in time, we take calls. If you have questions, if you have concern, you can certainly plug for your calls 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075. Let's go for our first call here. Good morning. You're live. What is your name and where do you call us from?
Good morning. I'm Roland Law calling from the Pinsville.
Roland, go on. You have a minute.
Yep. Good morning, Mr. Akwe.
Good morning.
This is what I'm trying to find out. You made mention about livestock. What's about animal banding? Like I'm raising cow and I'm raising cattle. Will I be here because I fall on the farm chain?
Okay. All right. So thank you. He has taken note of that. 077771075, 055101075. These are the numbers to call. 077771075, 05551101075. Let's go this way. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. You're live. What's the name and where do you call us from?
My name is Stanley Perry and I'm calling from Grand Cape County.
Tanu Perry.
Yeah.
Tanu, go on and make your point.
So my question, firstly, let me greet the Honorable Minister in studio. I remember he visited here before. There's an abandoned agriculture site in Cape Mount, and the minister visited them, and we still have some concern regarding that agriculture site that was there for even before the war. It has its own hydro, own plant, everything. Now the next question is, what's about those that are trying to get into the agricultural sector, they're raising cattle, the sheep, and so forth, because at certain time of the year, those cattle can face some medical issues, some health issues, and we are very challenged with that. I particularly have some sheep in my village, but then these are my challenges I'm facing. How do we get assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture when it comes to treating our cattle?
Okay,
that's one question.
Thank you. Let's go to another caller. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Oh, I think there's. Hello. What's going on? I think we have to report this call and take another call. Good. 077771075. We take up calls up to. Okay.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, I'm Brother Sam calling from Bapulu. Yeah, Honorable Minister. Yeah, some of us have orange farm, but the orange can bear everything will just drop. If they're trying, a lot of money is then lost from me. So what's the way for us? Because some of these things want to be part of it, but before then our produce, everything can be destroyed. So I want to know what's the way for how best can you help us so that at least we too will have money because we are living for long with an expectation from our orange farm.
Okay, thank you.
Sam.
Okay, his name is Sam from Bapulu.
Yeah.
All right, so we take at least 3 calls and then we go to the minister to address those concerns. All right, let's go right here. Let's go this way. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, you're alive. What is your name and where do you call us from?
I'm Bowman Barclay, calling you from Pakakon, Chingiba community.
Go on.
Yeah, I want to know. They said that the agricultural sector will be going in various countries. What is true?
So what?
You said the agricultural sector will be going other countries. What do you mean by that?
But what I mean, if they will be carrying the farming work in the various countries, agricultural farming.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we will have to take this call here and then. Because I'm pulling in, I'm kind of confused right here. Let me take
what's going on? The calls are pulling. Yeah, people are concerned. They are interested.
And then.
Yeah, what is going on in the country?
Okay, let me take at least a call and then we will go to minister.
To address the issues.
Okay, we'll go this way. Morning.
Please lower your monitor, sir.
Hello?
Yes, you are live. What is your name? Emmanuel, your last name? I didn't get it.
Come again?
Say your last name. What is your name?
Alexander Gable.
Oh, Alexander Gable from Police Academy.
Calling from Police Academy. I thought you knew that I have been registered when you were saying
how can you register?
Are you a farmer?
Can you hear me?
Are you
Are you a farmer?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So we'll go to Minister Akwe to answer some of those questions. I think we have a little technical problem with Mr. Akwe. He's now on stream. I don't know what's going on. All right. So just go on because we don't have time.
All right. Thank you. So I wanted to start from the first question.
Okay.
And then roll down through to the others. The first guy, Roland, is concerned about when I say livestock, water, include cattle and small remnants. Yes. So cattle, maybe cow. If you have cow, you can bring it to the fair. It is acceptable. Small remnants, goats, sheep, other things like pig. You can bring any livestock that you have, ranging from cow to pig to goat to sheep. You can even bring poultry products, chicken, guinea fowl, duck, anything that your hand can lay on and is within the agriculture industry. Yes, you can bring them to the fair. Okay. So I wanted to make that clear.
All right.
The second person wanted to know how do they get a system to treat their livestock. So we have a department at the Ministry of Agriculture called the Technical Department, headed by a deputy minister, assisted by an assistant minister. In their department, they have the livestock sector. They have people that have the technical livestock, even including our domestic pets, like dogs and other things. They have a specific unit at the Ministry of Agriculture that can do those treatments. So once you have this kind of maybe infestation in your area, and it is affecting your livestock, it is affecting your goat, it is affecting your sheep, your cow, your whatsoever, you just come to the Ministry of Agriculture and go to the Department of Technical Services and report and register your case with the Deputy Minister Office, and they will be under obligation to send their technicians to your farm to come and see what is happening and how we can treat these livestock. You know, livestock is very important for our country. So we don't take it lightly at the Ministry of Agriculture. So whenever you have disease outbreak, make sure you contact the Ministry of Agriculture. If you don't know the Deputy Minister, but you know the Deputy Minister for Planning, I will sit here. You come to my office, I will guide you to take it to the Deputy Minister office so that the process starts from there, so that your cattle can be treated. The next person wanted to know about is concerned. They have their oranges, I think, in the Bapolu area, and they have no means of transporting them to the market, and so they're having a lot of post-harvest losses there. And we are also concerned about post-harvest losses, as I was indicating, or as I indicated in my presentation, that we met with a group of young guys who decided to do some innovation, coming up with this solar dryer. I think these are the areas that the solar dryer will actually be needed, most needed, so that if you can't immediately bring your produce to the market, you will have the opportunity to use the dryer to actually dry slice of your oranges, dry them, package them, and then ship them to the market. We are concerned about that. So maybe hereafter, I'll be, if you can just give me his number, I would love to actually visit his farm to see what is happening there, so we can make some intervention immediately to have his produce brought to the market for sale. We are here looking for oranges, we can get them. And the guy is having oranges over there, but he can't get into the market. So it's the issue of market linkage. How can we link him to the market to get him to sell his oranges to the market? So he could call me. You have my number, you have his number.
You have to text your full information to this number if you're following from Bapolu County, because the numbers are many. I cannot which one is from Bapolu County, so you can certainly do that.
And the number is 0777, right? 771075. Again, you call the number.
He called the number, so he knows the number.
All right.
So let me just text his details.
Okay.
Then we'll try to get to him.
All right.
Then Boima is concerned about farming work in all of the counties, different counties.
Yeah.
So this is Liberia. if you don't come to sit here, if the Ministry of Agriculture is not seated here, farming practices have been going out throughout the Republic of Liberia for ages. For ages. If you go to Maryland, yes, you'll see people doing rice farm. Yes, you'll see people doing rubber. Yes, you will see people doing coconut farming. If you come to River G, you will see them. If you come to Grangere, you will see them. So farming practices are all across the 15 counties of even Mosorado here. You go to the world, Mosorado, you will see people doing cassava farming. I'm not going to talk about Lofa. I'm not going to talk about Nimba. I'm not going to talk about Bon. Farming practices are taking place all over this country. And maybe his concern is whether the ministry is in touch with all of the counties. Yes, the ministry is in touch with all of the counties in this country. Not only Bon, Lofa, Nimba, because we say they are the bread basket, but we are in Bomi, we are in Cape Mount, we are in Bapuru. If you go in the southeast, in fact, we're interested to know that we have initiated another form of agriculture practices in the southeast. Because if you see those coastal counties, Riverses, like Sino, like Grand Cru, like Maryland, they are very good at coconut production. So our attention, there where their strength is, we did some analysis. We found out that southeast, their strength actually is in livestock, it's in those kind of cash crop production, coconut. So this year, we have started working with Riverses. And the senator of Riverses, Jivon Smith, can attest to that. We are piloting 50,000 coconut seedlings in Riverses. They are now on nursery that I can show you here before I leave. They are now on nursery. But next year, we'll be transplanting 50,000 coconut trees in Riverses. We move on to Sino. Next year, while we are transplanting, we are putting Sino coconut on nursery, the same 50,000. While we are planting Sino, we'll be moving into Grand Cru. While we are planting Grand Cru, we'll be moving into Maryland. The intention is not for people to just claim the coconut tree, harvest the coconut and just sell it, and people buy it.
Will it be managed by the Ministry of Agriculture?
It is going to be managed by the county. The government is actually buttressing the efforts of the county. You know, there is something every year counties are crying that the government is not putting sufficient funding in the budget to support various counties. So we came out with this strategy to say, what if we give the people live cash crops like coconut? We made 50,000, we made 100,000, or even 1 million, right? And then we source an investor to come and build a processing facility for coconut oil here, right? If that is processed in Riverses, proceed from that coconut oil will go to Riverses coffers to be able to do a lot of developmental initiative in Riverses. Likewise in Sino, likewise in Grand Cru, likewise in Maryland, so that we reduce the burden on government budget and increase the government now will increase other developmental initiative in these counties, while the county itself is generating their own income to direct their income to other developmental initiative in their respective counties. So that process is actually ongoing. I will give you the picture so that if you want to display, you can display it so that they don't say Minister Akwe is just talking because he wants to talk. We will talk with pictures.
Yeah, evidence.
Yes, with evidence. I can even give you the number of the contractor who is doing it so that you'll be able to place your own call and verify what we are saying to you here. So, yeah, so farming practices are all over the country. So the last person is talking about how he said, when I was speaking, I went in broken at his end, so he did not get how the process worked. I said, the process of registration starts with our district agriculture officer. Everybody in this country lives in a district, and that district is actually manned by a district agriculture officer. So you get to the district agriculture officer, you take this officer to your farm and say, this is the farm I'm doing. These are the produce that I've actually generated from the farm, harvested from the farm, and I want to take to the fair. The district agriculture officer is going to help you with the template that we have developed. Help you fill in the template, the registration template and everything. Tell us the number of beggar rights you'll be taking, or the number of burger cassava you'll be taking, or the vegetable you will be taking, or the livestock you will be taking, whether the cow, whether the small remnant like goat, like sheep, whatever you will be taking, the person will help you do the registration and submit electronically. And we here, we access it on the database to say, okay, Emmanuel has gone through the registration process. He's eligible to be on the MOA listing for 200 among the 225 farmers. So that's just as simple as that is. If you can't get any of the DAOs, you have the Ministry of Agriculture situated at the ministerial complex. You come there and you just ask, we will direct you to the coordinator of the fair, Minister Perry, Assistant Minister Perry, and he would take time to drill you through on how to get registered.
Thank you, sir. The time is up. But quickly before you leave, maybe you just want to remind your people about the date, the day, you know, just for those who just tune in, and it's going to be in Ganta.
So the fair is going to be in Ganta. The fair runs from the 9th of this December and goes to the 13th of December, 9th to the 13th. But the 9th and the 10th will be interaction between our extension workers with the Honorable Minister of Agriculture. So we call it an extension conference where extension workers will come to speak to the minister about the prospect of the areas that they are operating in, and to tell the minister about the challenges that they are facing in that area all across the country. Everybody will be in Ganta the 9th and the 10th, where the CACs, the DAOs will be speaking to their minister. Then the 10th will be, the 10th is going to be another, no, the 9th and the 10th. Then the 11th is going to be something that we got to come back. I'm understanding that we got to come back to the city. The minister will be here. Myself will be here. The deputy ministers will be here. We'll join the DG for the FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. He will be in the country. And we will be doing 2 launches. One, the DG will be launching what we call One Country, One Crop initiative from the FAO. The DG of the FAO will come to launch that particular initiative here. That will be followed by another launch, which will be done by Josephine Francis, Honorable Josephine Francis, who is running the Farmers Union Network. She will be here also to join the DG and other dignitaries here to launch the coffee. You know, Liberia has a unique kind of coffee in this country, the Coffee Liberica. So on that day, we will be relaunching that coffee on the 11th. On the 12th, the President of the Republic of Liberia will officially be speaking to his farmers. Okay. As chief farmers on the 12th, the President will be speaking to the farmers. Right after the President's speech, the farmers will now begin to showcase their produce on the field. That will roll from the 12th to the 13th. And the 13th, which will be on a Saturday, maybe around 12 o'clock, we will be climaxing the entire National Agriculture Fair, and everybody will be going to their respective counties. I'll be coming back here.
I tell you, we should.
So we have to invite Spoon, to cover the fair and see a lot of things what we have been doing in this country, so that you people speak for us, showcase us as well that the ministry is doing something in this country. Yeah.
All right. So that's how we come to the end of to this edition of the program. Lorena, any final word?
Well, I just want to say thanks to our audience. Thank you for being there, for listening to the FM radio 107.5, 101.1, and also following us live on Spoon TV. Keep following Spoon TV and keep listening to Spoon 107.5. And always put God first in whatever you do. I won't leave that part out.
So we'll be back here tomorrow, another splendid edition of the program. My name is Emmanuel David. Do have for yourself a God bless day.
And my name is Lorena Honoré.
Lorena Honoré. Have for yourself a God bless day and enjoy the rest of our program. Keep following Spoon TV. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lorena.
Yes.